Okay, Sagittarius, let's see what's going on with you. All right. And by the way, this is your environment card. This is what's changing or what's under the surface, what's coming about, rather. And then this is the outcome card. And these three I'll talk about as well. Okay, so in your environment is the Four of Cups. And as you can see, she's looking down. She's ignoring these three cups that are fulfilling her heart. She's angelically being given another one. And she's like, no, I'm not interested. I'm just not there. And she's looking away from all the beauty surrounding her as well. You know, usually when this card comes up, it's because a person needs a feeling of creativity, that they're bored and restless with the regular environment. Either I'm not saying the people around you are boring and all, but maybe you just need the feeling of being able to feel inspired. Your get up and go needs to get up and gone. All right. So but I'm feeling that's coming around because I'm looking at the next two cards here. So let's look at the indicator card. All right. It's the Two of Pentacles, which would be the Two of Pentacles. All right. So there's some choices. There's some decisions that you all need to make. Things feel a little bit uncertain right now. You're like, well, I could choose door number 1, door number 2, door number 3, door number 4. Which one is best for me? So the Two of Pentacles is a little bit of the waiting game, and then a little bit of sudden changes and movement that's going to happen. It indicates significant changes and choices that need to be made. So with, hard work and effort, you can make this, you can do it. The demands are in front of you, whether they concern money or business or other projects. It's important to stay flexible and focused. And so it might be that this has been overwhelming, and the Four of Cups is like, I just want to ignore all this change and this movement, and sometimes feeling like delay, and then sometimes it feels like you're taking, or things are moving too quickly. But it's the more time you take to make these vital decisions and choices, the longer it will be before you can move toward your goals in the physical material realm. So these changes that are coming up are not random acts or coincidences. They're all part of a positive and larger scheme. So stay positive, you will, because I'm like, this second third of the reading is really positive. This is just sort of like, okay, we're letting you know, we know where you are sometimes, we know where you're coming from, but look how much you have to look forward to as the reading goes on. Okay, so the next card, which is bubbling beneath the surface, is the Nine of Pentacles, and that's happy home, happy family. It's a pentacle card, so it's about our money, finances, our bodies, physical bodies, anything physical. And again, happy home, happy family. She has this beautiful castle. This card has come up several times. So I feel like that's what people are wanting to move forward. And that, of course, would make sense, is we want to feel calm, we want to feel peaceful, we want to feel like we have enough abundance, we have enough love in our family, we take care of our bodies, we eat right, what we ingest is good for our cells and our physical bodies. So I'm feeling like this is what's coming up for you guys. This is what's in the making. And the card beneath that, which is very interesting for the indicator card, is the Judgment. So there's sort of a rebirth that you guys are going through. Normally or typically this card has it, and this is a major arcana card. Typically this card is the artwork. It's an angel overlooking children that are standing in the water. They're usually naked because they're babes. There's a rebirth. And that's what some of you may be feeling is, okay, I'm feeling new and invigorated so that I can enjoy my family, my home, where I am in my place in the world, and my message that I put out in the world, and the money I'm making. And oftentimes, in fact, in this deck, it calls this card the truth. Can you see that? So really, you know, judgment is about truth. It's about the truth coming to light. It reminds you that you might need to make a significant change, like I said earlier, in your life, so that you can have this. And that would make sense with this card as well. Something needs to be changed with your emotions. And so I might ask you, so a couple questions. Do you feel fulfilled in what you do in your everyday life? Do other people make you happy, the people around you? Do you feel like you're associated with people that have your best interest at heart? You know, some of those questions might be around this particular card. All right. And then your outcome card is the Four of Rods. So this is one of the most positive cards in the decks to me. It indicates seeing the fruits of your labor with the work that you put out. So somehow you get to this point of celebration. And I feel like it's through other people, because you see there's two people in this card, and they're together and they're happy and they're pointing at the wreaths, which means celebration. And also the four indicates stability and security, so feeling secure. There's, as you can see, two castles in these cards, and she's facing these three. And this happens to be the Three of Rods. So this is an interesting dynamic, Sagittarius. I have the 9 here, which is looking towards two more people that are happy with their life and happy with the message they're putting out. And this indicates three people being together, celebrating, 3 of your friends, getting together with others, partnership and alliances. It also indicates the Three of Wands. Excuse me, I was talking about the Three of Cups. It reminds me of the Three of Cups because there's 2 arms coming together. But it's actually the wand cards that are outlined in purple because it's our passion, our life force. So the Three of Wands would be about putting out a new venture, already seeing rewards and beginning to manifest even more. And that's why you're seeing the fruits of your labor. I hope this is making sense to you, but it's sort of a storyboard to me. Starting off with some confusion and a little bit of emotional distress, possibly. Again, this is not for all you Sagittarians, but moving into truth, enlightenment. The underlying is the happy home, happy family, and then starting to see that. The fruits of your labor. And it's because you've put out success already, and you're starting to see more success. Right? So let's add up. Or excuse me, I'm going to pull a few clarification cards first out of this Hanson Roberts deck, out of this deck here. Page of Cups. All right. Well, this could be a child. This could be a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. It could be children. That might be, they may be motivating you, inspiring you. It could be newness around a new love. What was it here? This is very much, see how she's looking down and she's just not paying attention. This was like, wow, look at the fish in the cup. And she has this water around her, which feels very, very good. And then the King of Swords. And the King of Swords would be an air sign. It should be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And that is my puppy whining. And so this person is, you know, the King is very much the master of making decisions. Excuse me, I had to let my dog out. I apologize for that. He's the master of making decisions. So it's interesting that 2 court cards came up in your clarification cards. You know, this is not typically you, but for some reason, Sagittarius, it feels like you could possibly take on the essence of the King of Swords, defined in your decisions. You know what you want. You've made great decisions and you continue to make them. Your thinking is well-rounded. So you might ask yourself, what qualities in myself helps me to make the best choices? What are my values that help me make choices? What are my values? Is it family? Is it having enough money at the end of the month? Well, for most people, that's important. Is it downtime? Is it being able to do hobbies and playing as well? So this feels like an important card to me, this King of Swords. And it might be someone that you know, or it might be you taking on the aspects, but this is very much like he's going to slice through all this other and make things happen, because he's the master of choices, the King of Swords would be someone like a judge who makes decisions. They could be a professor. There's someone who used their intellect, whereas this is very much about your emotions. And it might be, too, the other way to look at this is this may be a new emotion here and all fun and happy, but this king comes in and says, no, wait a minute. There's going to have to be some practicality around this. All right? So these are interesting cards to come up afterwards. Think about that. Put some comments below. See how this resonates for you. I'm going to add up the original 6 cards. We have the 4 and 9 is 13, and 4, I want to talk about that. 4, 9 is 13, and 4 is 17, 18, 19, 20, 40, 2. Go through that again. 22, 23, 24, 25, 29, 38, and 42. Yes, okay. Count 3 times, or measure 3 times, cut once. So 42, 4 and 2 is 6. 6 in numerology has to do with love, self-love. Not only giving love to others and being responsible for your home and your family and all, but what you can give to yourself in that department. Okay, and so that's very important for anybody, for all people. All right, and the 6 in the major arcana cards is the Lover's card. So this card signifies the possibility that a deep spiritual initiation, partnership, or some type of love, romantic ship union is taking place, or it's going to be manifesting in the future. So that's very cool. The Lover's card came up for you. Awesome. And 6 is about harmony. So